go ahead.
I get money in my sleep. I could never be weak.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show. Go.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And tune perspective and shit and things like that. I shouldn't have cursed.
No, that shit look crazy. I like it. It was really short though. Let me tell you, that shit happened so fast. I was like, wait.
Oh, that intro.
That was mad fast. That was too fast.
What's good with it though, man? We back to be bad.
Got the
Chi challenge. Right. I was just on stream with Chi, going crazy reactions, the type of videos you ain't gonna see over here. So you gotta go there to see them. You know, crazy shit. And a little fire shit going on. The Chi challenge, as always. B-Rad, we still waiting on his ass. He lazy as hell. He supposed to start this channel weeks ago, but we'll try to get that going.
Yeah. Yep.
Y'all guys fit in the Illuminati pyramid in the background? Y'all fucking with that?
Yeah, for sure. I want to be Illuminati because all of them is rich, so fuck it. They all rich.
Yeah, I want to be.
I ain't gonna sell my soul though.
I don't even know if I already sold it. I've been in some tough times. I don't know if I sold that shit already. I'm wondering if I still own it.
Today's topic, family ties and all that. My brother, this is my brother, all that shit.
Is my brother my keeper?
My keeper. Even people that you grew up with from the block, and then it go bad. Somebody that you depended on all your life, and then it go bad. It's a shame. It just looked real bad. We already spoke on the Dipset situation, how it's sad that is. I think it's the official end of Dipset. You feel me?
That's sad, yo.
I really do. Jim out here looking bad, looking crazy, in my opinion. It's just ugly as hell. I played the footage of the jumping the other day. That video getting some views right now for this channel. It's going pretty good. But at the same time, Dame Dash had to, he wanted to describe what really happened. Right now, I'm just saying Jimmy looking bad right now. But let's check out Dame Dash speaking on the story. It's terrible when family go bad and people that you came up with depending on to have your back, and all of a sudden now you this or that. You know what I mean? If I was this or that, why wasn't I that when you was fucking with me all this time? You know what I mean? So man, it's just a shame. And I found out the new developments, man. It's just, I didn't know a lot of stuff, but let's just check it out though real quick.
I want you to shut these motherfuckers down, because guess what? This is your fucking time. You are back, nigga. Because the next time we come here,
not gonna jam, I'm still be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
That's the hustle spirit.
But that was old with him and what's the name? There's no beef, right? That's just old, yeah.
I mean, put it like this. When that happened, we all had it on tape a long time ago, but collectively, it just seemed embarrassing for all.
And it's crazy too, because that motherfucker got betrayed big time.
If we truly are family, should be kept,
What'd you say?
I said that's crazy because he got betrayed the biggest, yo.
He definitely did. And we talk about OGs, and it's like shattering the whole image of a OG. You feel me? And at the same time, they saying they wanted to keep it a secret. But when Jim Jones said to Freaky Zeke, you saw, Freaky Zeke put that shit out. So Freaky Zeke, he out of pocket for that too. He the one that put it out in revenge and retaliation to Jim Jones. Freaky Zeke, you did that bullshit. Why you do that bullshit, Freaky? But I'm happy that you did it because I'm with this content. Let's beat that.
Family fight, but the rest of the world don't need to see that. I didn't think, it didn't look like it went in his favor in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But, I just felt real disrespected that he had brought some people down to even think about doing something to me.
Definitely didn't go in his favor.
Not at all.
He pulled up with dudes to get Dame Dash. And Dame said, come on, one-on-one, me and you. He couldn't do it. What does that say about the dude, B-Rad?
That's crazy. That's malice. That's malice.
But the fact, but it does show class that they weren't going to release it. You know what I mean? Because he said it looked altogether bad for Harlem, and they weren't going to release it. But then push came to shove. Somebody spoke on it, and it got dropped. But it's just like he wasn't going to let it go at first, or maybe he was just saving it for a rainy day, and he's just saying that. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't look good.
When he said you soft, now Freaky Zeke want to show why he soft. Freaky Zeke like, oh, I'm soft? Look at this. You pulled up on Dame Dash with Goonies, and Dame called you out for the one-on-one, and you didn't even deliver.
But that's certain shit. That's certain shit that's supposed to stay within the camp.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You don't tell everything.
Like that makes everybody look bad because that makes the goons look bad. That makes your whole crew look soft. Like, and you're associated. So what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of.
And it even made Dame look bad too, because the OG get disrespected like this. It wasn't in Harlem. I thought it was in Harlem, but I found out it's in Manhattan.
It's in Queens.
It was in Manhattan at his art studio. I don't know, but
you definitely shoot the fair one there.
He'll speak on it right now.
Man, let's go.
Man, I seen Police in the jam back in the video, man. Please.
My girl was out there, his girl was out there. But it was like some fights you just don't even be proud of. It's like beating your child. So you don't be like, yo, I just spanked my kid. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying my
but you definitely was wetty. Dame was definitely turned up. Did you see him? Shirt off. Shirt off. Let's go.
I spanked him. Why would I be telling y'all spank my kid?
And he the only person I heard while it was him.
Child, but I know him young, and it's like to see that version of him is a lot different. Like I said, his name was Jomo before Jim Jones. He became Jim Jones, but I know Jomo. Wow. So I'm not saying that's soft or whatever, but I know that version could not beat me. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And at least I had to see. But either way,
So you think that's why Jim didn't accept that fucking challenge? He already know, like, oh no, I ain't about to get my ass whooped out here by the OG. That'll be very bad. Which one is worse for his image? Turning down the fade or getting whooped on by OG, Chief? Which one is worse?
I think it's worse to turn down the fade. But some people will say that's better because you don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But in my book, turning down the fade is not an option.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think you're right. I agree with you.
I don't give a fuck. You got to beat me up and I got to lose for me to get that.
Yeah.
I won't get
If you turn down the fade, you look like a whole bitch. At least if you fight and lose, at least you got down.
At least you lost.
Still tear you down for that, though.
Yeah.
They'll still tear you down. You know what I mean? But it's better to fight.
But you can't beat me up. That's what I'm going to tell somebody. He beat me up, but you can't. What's up? Right?
Oh, so. Yeah, that's the thing. Right? That's some New York shit right there. Yeah, but you can't beat me.
I know he beat me up, but who you go ahead? Let's go. I'll guarantee you they're not gonna fight you because they saw you fight. They saw you lose. They ain't fighting you.
They saw you connect a couple times. They're like, nah, he gonna fight.
He probably gonna
as a man, somebody comes to your establishment, it'd be like someone coming in here was the reason why when I had a barbershop, I would feel any kind of violation in the barbershop was a violation to me. Like, this is my spot. You got to take that up. And if you did something like rob somebody in my spot, now I got to come see you. And that type of stuff would happen. So I'm like, man, I get in so much trouble when I'm outside because I feel like I'd rather go out on my shield and get beat up. I have to get beat up before, especially if it ain't no guns or nothing.
Right always represent the tough guy.
That's a New York shit. You heard him right there. You got to beat me up. For that. You gotta beat me up. I'm not walking away saying that I don't want to fight. You beat me up.
Just let somebody straight disrespect me, or like if somebody goes stick them up, pause like that, I gotta see the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me the gun.
Wait, stick them up as a pause? Damn,
bro. Because he went like this with it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. In the Bronx, I got robbed once. That was like 2016, 2015 when I was doing PA work. I was a unit PA. I parked the van and then I went up the block on 79, bro, and motherfuckers pulled up on me. I guarantee you they put in the Bronx. And when they put the gun to me, I grabbed the gun. And then he pushed me back and I fell on the floor and then he smacked me with the gun and said, bro, I could have shot you. Yeah. And then he took my chain, he took my phone and he left.
You could have been
chain and it was an Obama phone. But when you're poor, that means a lot, bro. That was a thing.
But salute to him for not clapping you and like, okay, and being cool, controlling his temper on the jukes. Because it was three of them too. So, and then they ass gone forever. And
I'm so happy that they didn't pop off. And I don't know why I wanted to follow them. to see if the gun was real. But it's like he said, I gotta see the gun. You know what I'm saying? It's a New York thing. Like niggas do sucker shit. That's why.
The reaction is to be like, fuck off, like grab the gun, hit the guy, deuce. That is the reaction. But when you think about it, it's so much better to just give up the bullshit change.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, here, take it.
I've never been robbed. I used to rob people, but I don't think if I see that slammer at me, my reaction is, here, take this, whatever.
Yeah, they call me.
That's my reaction, I think.
I'm well past the age of putting up a fight over some bullshit like that. Go ahead, take it. I'll go buy whatever it is again tomorrow.
If I went outside with it, then you have every right to do what you want to do.
But I'll tell you what, if I live on that block, they're not going to get me every fucking day. You get me once, but the next day, if I got to walk back that same block, you better believe I'm coming fucking heavy. Bottom line. Yeah. But if I'm just in Manhattan for the day and I get jammed up walking out of the store, fucking take it. My life ain't worth that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's a fact. 9 times out of 10, if you could overpower him, that's cool. But there's always that one chance, that 10. You know what I mean? Where he get pissed off, he had a bad day, and he like, fuck this.
It ain't real niggas that kill you. It's pussy niggas.
Yeah, or somebody. Yeah, you right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
but just show
I'm gonna give it to you.
But just show me a gun.
Don't bluff me.
Yeah, but when he said, nigga, it was in his establishment. Because that just like somebody come to your house.
Well, it was a misunderstanding between Chrissy and my girl about Lady Vampire. And, it was something that happened the way they spoke to each other. But Chrissy came down first and
Wow, so that's why Chrissy was in
and you told me too about that too. So I guess he's gonna try to tell me some shit about that.
It started from the broad, of course. I
guarantee it was that vampire shit.
90% of the fights start out with that.
I know Chrissy. I've known her for years, way before Jim. And, then he pulled up because he called me and I kind of like hung up on one because he was popping it. He was like, I'm coming to see you. I'll be over there. And I didn't really believe that he could ever.
Okay, so let's analyze this. Jimmy got word that his girl was going out with whatever Dame girl, I guess, or whatever. He said, I'm coming to see you. He went and collected the Goonies instead of just headed straight there, pulling up type shit.
Yeah, and talking.
Or he might have had the Goonies with him, but come on, man. Handle your business. The fuck this Dame Dash we talk about?
Especially if dude, like you, it's not like you don't know this guy. You know this guy. You can roll up and have a conversation with Dame Dash.
He's calling him. Anybody. How many people got Dame Dash's number? Like he's calling the dude.
I'm saying, and he picked the phone up too. So like,
that's crazy that you would do that.
And if you show up and it's some bullshit or you get beat up or fucked up, then you come back with the goons and you put it down. But like, showing up like that, that's
a fact.
That's like an act of war.
An act of war.
That's insane.
Be on that time and shit.
Ever disrespect me and bring some other people to come hurt me. Wow. I couldn't believe that. It'd be like me telling somebody to punch my uncle in the face. You know what I mean? If I got a problem with my uncle, then I just got to fight my uncle. But I ain't gonna never have no stranger, no one I don't know.
Yeah, nobody gonna have
I just couldn't believe because he was like, yo, punch him in his face.
Exactly what I was getting at. You feel me?
He said punch him in the face. He told the dude that. He said that.
He's like crazy. Punch him in his face.
He violated certain codes of certain deep codes, family codes that show like what type of dude he is to that character. And that character is like that Whack 100 character, and that's that. And I ain't gonna go too deep, but it's a pattern for a certain type of individual. You feel me? When you get that grimy, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you something, Bush. If you on my block, I'm not gonna say what my block is, but if you on my block, ain't nobody gonna touch you, even if you disrespect them. Because I'm gonna be like, that's my boy. Chill. I'll talk to him. You feel me?
Yep.
How the fuck you gonna tell somebody to punch Dame Dash?
And if somebody don't listen to you, then they disrespect you. Somebody
he gotta fight me. Yeah, that nigga gotta fight me. I don't give a fuck. Yo, you know what? You want to hit Bush? You know what? You gotta fight me. Yo, but I was saying we hit chilling, bro. Do not disrespect my peoples. That's like my brother.
Crazy, homie.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I couldn't believe it. You know, so a good thing. It's good that nothing happened because
for sure.
I'm not gonna say I'm the toughest guy in the world. Like regardless to whether I would have lost that day or not, eventually I feel like I would have won. So I felt like it wouldn't be good to jeopardize a bunch of people's lives.
We definitely gonna say Dame would have won that. We gonna say Dame would have won that for sure.
I'd love to go see that guy.
Yeah, Dame would have won that. Facts.
No reason, like getting a real friend is never going to send someone else to put themselves in danger. You know, you going to put yourself in danger before the people you care about. So I was just like, you know, but either way, it wasn't nothing that we was all celebrating. It was like that shit was whack. It was like, we can't be the unit that we once was. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't look at my brotherhood the same. I can never like
that fucked up. This story is like puts a whole change on Rockefeller and Dipset. You know, it's like I know B-Rad. What's up then? Speak on it. You don't feel it? Yeah, I seen you like yeah. But I'm just saying, this is Dame Dash here, homeboy, and then Jim Jones pull up on him like that. You crazy? You muted too if he's speaking, but
I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, no, this is a great look in the, you know, behind the music and behind everything and getting to know who's who and why certain things were between groups. But I'm just saying, like, man, fucking Jim Jones a violator, bro. Like that's just some soft shit.
You're not happy with this. You're not happy with this.
No. And you know what? I gotta be honest. Everything that comes out about Jim is just all the way bad. It's been like that for like 5 years now. This guy just keeps taking L's, and it's all shit that went on in the past mostly. So it's like we're now finding out who the real guy is, and he's not that guy. He's not the guy I thought he was, at least.
Okay, let's speak about this though. We heard on the footage. I don't know if you've seen the show I did. It's doing good though. It's going up on the Jim Jones, whatever, one of the last lives.
Yeah, I see it.
We heard on the footage Jim Jones give the order, go fuck him up, go fuck him up. We heard that, right? Okay. I don't know if this was over the statute of limitations or whatever, but we definitely heard that order. Go fuck him up. I don't want to be on no dry snitching shit, but come on now. It is what it is. That shit is worldwide outside. Everybody know that. But I'm just saying, like, and then, like, it seemed like he got immunity from a lot of shit. That's all.
Like, you know, there was a time I walk into Jim's studio, Mel Matrix, they would all be there, and I have full safety. I feel trust because I would never think he would just snap a finger and say, "Yo, do that." Yeah. You know, or you know, people are cool when they agree with you. Toughest niggas is the coolest niggas in the world, but once y'all get at a disagreement, it can get very disrespectful. So that's why you also have to be selective with the people you do business with, because it's like, I know how I'm gonna be if I get mad. If I know how that person's gonna be if they get mad, and I know that they get mad often, at some point I know it's not gonna work out. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
That's a complete violation to me because I'm listening to you talk.
Now you know, right? The homie that just called me from the other day, he was like, "Yo, you want me to do this up?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, that was years ago." But every OG or someone that is in that level was like, "Y'all, is that done?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a violation because if I'm here, right? If I'm in my establishment, I'm pitching what you're saying, you know, and you come in and you order, right, and you order some dudes to hurt me. Like, I don't even know if we can ever get back cool ever again, because that's a threat, man. Like, suppose they would have did something,
right?
Suppose they would have did something.
You heard him say, "Fuck him up."
Yeah,
he have no regard.
I had somebody. You know what's crazy? I had somebody that I know for 7 years say that shit to me not too long ago when I was crippled from the accident. They said, "What if I send you 5 dudes right now and you can't? You crippled right now, so they can take care of you." And I don't talk to that person right now. Let me tell you, because of that little threat right there.
That was weird.
That's crazy weird.
Yeah,
that's not cool, man. Like that, you can't. That's not a light conversation.
Send them
because I see how you holding. You're strong. You have been around. You strong mentally for street. You strong for his business. You strong for his life. I watched you. I studied you. You know what I'm saying? Because I just really met you and got a good feel for you. And I like you as a friend and as a man and as a family man. We met your family. But what I'm saying is that for your dude that you came up with to threaten me like that, I don't know if I could ever I can forgive you, but I ain't gonna never forget that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
So again, me and my brothers, I don't want to see nothing happen to him, but it was more like, yo, just stay over there.
Yeah.
I just needed to know what was gonna happen the next time we saw each other, so I knew how to react. So that was that time I reached out to him after that, and I was like, yo, you really want to like get into it? Like, I know your son and all that, like how we, you know what I mean? You know, it just was too far gone, but we needed to know, all right, but when I see you, what is it?
So Dame even tried to cool it. He smelled me. get it, keep it a little cordial or get an understanding. And it sounded like Jim still wasn't with that. What did Dame do that got him so mad like that? Or he been?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's a great question.
Because I don't understand it.
He better owe him some money. The fuck?
This shit ain't adding up, my boy. I ain't gonna lie.
And we did agree, like, now we cool.
So we good money.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
There's no way that I'm gonna just like I preach that they program us to fight each other.
That's where I was going.
When I get in the program, I gotta be like cognizant that, oh shit, I'm in that program.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where
they bait us against each other.
Jimmy just did a interview at his stages, which is funny because I didn't see no more It Is What It Is lately. I don't know the new episode. I don't know what's going on with that. Not It Is What It Is, but the Let's Rap About It.
Yeah,
I didn't see no new episode with that. So it's obviously some turmoil going there. They was talking about, I don't know, but that's another story. But he did an interview there. Some dudes from the South came there and they did an interview with Jimmy, which was the controversial interview where he said all that shit. And when they asked him about Dame, he was like, man, Dame ain't do shit for Harlem. Dame, da-da-da. Da-da-da. And this is recent.
Wow.
He just did this interview. So while Dame is saying ain't no, it's all good, he's still like really hurt and mad about I don't know what. You feel me?
Early, she has some dangerous ass brothers. They was uptown really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. That was uptown. Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown.
Still warm, you know what I mean? Niggas talking all that soft shit. Niggas ain't soft over here, nigga. Remember that time when Dame asked you for the fair one? You brought the homies out there? And they told you, nah, you hit them up. Matter of fact, I don't even got to say nothing else. I got the clip right here.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV.
Cam got some too.
Listen, y'all, this back and forth between.
That was recent, him saying that, and then that's the same interview where he said the stuff about
Cam.
About Dame, you feel me? Like nothing sweet.
This week, apparently now,
like he's still mad, basically.
Video of you trying to get your crew to on, Jim, on the other hand, he's giving y'all content. Okay, he's showing y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all supposed to set the example, but instead you got Jim.
I thought it was I had something with Cameron speaking on it, but like, oh shit. That's the boy is mad. He mad about something else. You think something happened to him when he was a youngin' in Harlem back in the day? Be right.
I mean, I don't know, man. He's got some undealt with trauma or something. But like, I don't know, man. I would really like to know what's behind this. I imagine we're gonna hear it because Jim Jones seems to be the dude who just loves to run his mouth about bullshit these days too. So I'm sure we'll hear about it. But yeah, I don't know. It's got to be money. It's got to be money. Or a girl. It's a girl situation.
Everybody's clowning him for this whole situation right now on these YouTube streets. When you come up with somebody, everybody knows like that's like Styles P going against the Locks right now, and then the whole Locks are still together, but Styles P, you're
Don't
done.
Even say that.
And I know you love J Hood. Remember what happened to him though?
I did. I
started hating him. You hated him when he won.
I didn't hate on him, but I slowly he just faded out of reality because he just kind of did, you know what I mean? Like I stayed with the Locks. You know what I mean? Like I like J Hood a lot, but without that team, it wasn't the same. Like, it's just not the same. And he turned coat, man. Like, how are you gonna turn on the team like that? I just couldn't ride with that. Like, if that was my crew, I would not fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So, nope.
Can we blame Jim Jones though? Because Freaky Zeke put out the footage. Jim kept it on the low. He didn't really say, he wasn't speaking on it till that footage came out. And then no, he said the soft shit. And then that's when the footage came out. He didn't say nothing about Dame. He wasn't speaking on Dame at the time. So really, this is, he didn't handle the situation right. He should have got his fight or whatever if he pulling up to meet an OG over some problems. But at the same time, this resurface of this issue, we can't say it's clout chasing on his part because he taking an L in this situation badly.
It's clout chasing on Freaky Zeke's part, throwing his name in the middle of some old shit just to bring it back up to get likes and views. To be honest, that's the way I saw it from the get-go.
Freaky Zeke on some bullshit, huh?
He's not relevant. That's what it is.
I kind of saw it. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to gain traction.
It's not his
still
fault.
relevant.
Not his fault. He's the only Dipset guy I don't know shit about.
And he snitched too.
I know about Hell Rel, and that motherfucker's probably not even Dipset anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Hell Rel, J.R. Ryder, and God, they the only Dipset left. They on tour together, I guess, doing their little show. And they doing it all.
Dipset kind of just fell apart because, like, Cam was the big name. He went off and just doing his own thing, and then really nobody else really popped out of them.
No, you know what the problem was? That everything was fine when Cam was the top, right?
Yeah.
But then Jim Jones started dropping a couple of songs, and they started doing numbers. And when he did those numbers, then he was like, I'm better than Cam, or I'm equal to Cam, or I could be a Cam. And that's where Dipset went left.
But that's a weak link. That's a weak dude in your fucking lineup. And he should have never been in that position then. Because just because you drop one decent album with a couple hot songs and then follow it up with fucking nothing does not mean you're equal to Cam, who puts out banger after banger after banger. They waited 4 years to drop Purple Haze, and that shit was still a banger when it came out.
It was a banger, but the problem is they not supposed to be worried about who's hotter out of them two. That's not
the structure should have stayed the same.
It's not supposed to be that. That's
same
what I'm
way
saying.
income perspective is. You see how we have our structure? It don't fucking matter who gets biggest. The structure is still the same. The one who put it all together, in my perspective, is Bush. He's the one he's the center of the universe here. He's the one common denominator.
Yeah, he's the key master.
That's a fact. We can never forget that shit. I don't give a fuck if I'm the biggest name and B-Rad is the most popular guy.
And I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna fall in place.
No, there is no I will fall in place by honoring the person who made me find my way.
There's an order and there's a respect to be given and paid in order.
Karma,
and
bro.
If you forget where you came from, you ain't gonna get very far once you do.
Okay, let's say a business deal and went wrong, and I swindled you out of 3 million.
Then we'd show up. We'd show up and we would handle that, but we'd leave it. We'd
come
leave
to my house and let's talk
off the air.
Bring all your brothers.
We got a job to do.
We're not gonna hit each other, but
I'm not gonna get jumped, right? The Goonies ain't gonna kill
but
me.
I'm leaving with a TV and a fucking dog and all sorts of shit.
Rich Porter and Lou Sims, these are people I actually used to hustle with. Now at 15, I'm not gonna
see, because Jimmy was saying he wasn't shit in Harlem. Let me go back. I just gotta analyze because Jimmy put a foot in his mouth, man.
Little when he was coming from the West Side, little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, he was like this. The nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here.
That's better than you, nigga. That's better than what you were.
Wow, that's kind of shade.
That's crazy. That's mad.
I see the hurt though, King. I swear, I see the hurt in his eyes.
Yeah, that's shade.
When you see the hurt, that means you know there was love there. You smell me?
Jim Jones did, and he said that you're not a boss, you're a worker. What do you have to say about that?
Look at the black woman. Yeah, black woman. Fuck that.
Stoking those flames.
Let's get to it. The black woman are supposed to be the ones that could do that as publicists, because when a nigga do it, what you do? Like, you know what I mean? But if you're a publicist, that's what I was trying to do. But niggas looking at me like I'm a bully and shit for asking certain questions. Fuck out of here. But let's go. Pretty when you're a beautiful black woman, go ahead. Ask these questions.
Someone called me about that, and I laughed because it's ridiculous. But I felt like Jim must have been giving me an alley-oop to front on him. So I will.
Okay. You're invited. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. When I was 15-year-old, I would guess their perspective, because he was a young man. I was big time to him because I was 15-year-old and I was doing things that most 15-year-olds weren't doing. And the people that he's rapping about in a lot of his records, like Rich Porter and Lou Sims. These are people I actually used to hustle with. Now, at 15, I'm not going to say I was a legend at hustling. I wasn't. I was 15. But the people that we were looking at.
He never said he was a legend either.
Yeah, but yo, if you're sitting with the legends, I don't care if you're the coffee boy, bro. Look at fucking
you the legend.
Diddy.
We know he a legend.
Diddy, how he got popped because his dad is a snitch.
We know he a legend. You
no,
know,
but in fact, he went even further to admit that he found out at a young age, 15, 16, that the streets were not what the fuck he wanted. He was an educated kid.
College,
He was a nice kid, and he had an opportunity to fucking do something with his life, and he fucking became a boss. He ran a fucking, he ran industry, bro. You got Jim Jones. You got Jim Jones, an uneducated rapper who barely made it at 30 years old, fucking talking shit about this fucking man right here. Get lost, bro. Consider the source.
Look, Kanye West. We know what he is. As far as fashion,
did you start with Jay-Z?
Kevin Hart, we know who he is as far as movies and
Dame
entertainment. Jay-Z, we know what he is as far as
a billionaire. That's what he is.
Now, and then his ex-wife, I forgot her name. All these people are like big dogs.
And his sister.
What about his sister,
Stacey Dash? His sister, Stacey Dash,
the
bro.
fact that they disrespect Dash. I ain't gonna lie, especially after I seen that footage. I ain't like that.
Up to, by the time I got to their age, I definitely made more money than them, and I was more impactful as it relates to
and let me say that Jim Jones verified that just a minute ago. He verified that because what did he say? He said, I used to see him and I thought that he had it like all of them. And I saw them flexing and I thought that he had it like all of them. And I only find out that he's the coffee boy. No, you trying to discount it. He's proving it to us because you just said what he said.
He was what you wanted to be, and you was the same age, damn near.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Being known for doing selling drugs. I was never known for selling drugs. But what you won't do, you could ask Lou Sims if he ever sent me to the store, or ask anybody that you know was in that world.
Hey, that's the picture I used on my shit too.
Yeah, but I bet you can't. They sent me to the store, but I bet you can't.
They said you can't, nigga. And he said, ask Pooh Sims.
Never sent me to the store. See, I never.
This nigga is a gangster, man. I ain't gonna lie.
100%.
I could tell the way he looking at the camera. He said, you can ask Pooh Sims, nigga. Everybody been knew that. He a legend. He a genius. Is you know, fuck how he spend his money and whatever. He not good with that business. I don't know, but the motherfucker is a genius and a legend, though. I know that for sure.
He shaped a lot of the music and entertainment that we came up on that we consider to be the core of culture.
It wouldn't be no big property without him. And them niggas.
I'm saying, and like a lot of those movies were pretty good. Fucking
yeah,
a lot of music out, clothing lines, like
but check this out.
Was influential, bro.
The illest movie done by any hip hop guy, paid in full, and he did that. That's his movie.
That's
by
his
far.
Yep,
that's his movie.
And he had a good cameo in it too.
That's the illest movie done. Hip hop movie. That's the illest movie. Some people might say Belly.
That's why the story could be told.
Belly's great, but it doesn't stand up anywhere near Paid in Full. Paid in Full is the best hip hop gangster movie there ever was by far.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. Everybody be glorifying Belly, yo. But I guarantee you that if you really remember Belly when it came out, that was the worst acting in the world, bro. Stop.
Everybody know that.
The only thing that saved that shit was DMX. The only actor. And that girl, and the Tisha girl.
It became a classic, but it was very real in a time where movies weren't that real. You know what I mean? Like Boys in the Hood was a different type of cinematic movie, whereas Belly was more gritty. You know what I mean? So it was like an ode to the streets.
Yeah.
And you know what I liked about Belly? It was like a giant music video theme.
That's what I was just gonna say. It was shot more like a New York music video. It was more like guerrilla style.
I was about to say, yeah, I swear. I was about to get in there how he captured 80s music and then the whole 80s scene. He did that.
And look, and the way they did it, and you're 100% right. That opening scene with the tunnel, with the Mary J. Blige jam, that's iconic, right? That's iconic. The scene when they get to Jamaica.
That's iconic.
The scene is iconic.
With Rude Boys, de verdad.
Rude. Shot this is a good movie too.
And that was dang bad.
Hustled with Jim, and I don't think he ever bought a car till it was with Rap Money. It was never a street thing.
Put you in your place.
I knew him as Jomo. And it's not a bad thing. This was his name. And he was like an 8-year-old, like a younger kid running around with a clip-on tie. And he lived in 1199 at Dave's house. Because I guess they're, whatever it was, he lived. So I never really knew him as, like, growing up. He was always a little kid.
Yeah.
But Fredo, Cameron brought him around. And I was like, why are you with Fredo? And he was like, well, and he admitted this. Well, he has a crib we go to. We just using him, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, all right, just show him. But he's done what he's had to do. But, you know.
Cameron Mace was using him.
Cameron's street name was Fredo. Interesting.
Fredo.
Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he said Fredo. But
did he say Fredo?
Like Fredo, like in the
Fredo or Prego?
Fredo.
Let me rewind a little bit because I'm tripping. I swear I want to know this.
I thought he said Prego.
And he was like, well, and he admitted this. Well, he has a crib we go to. We just using him, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, all right, just show him.
Nah, back it up.
But he's done what he's had to do. But
they were using him for his grandma's crib.
He wasn't there to say that. But if he can say that, like Dookie, I used to hustle with Dookie. He was my lieutenant.
Not Dookie.
Oh, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now before everybody figures this out. He's gonna get indicted. Use the word lieutenant. Lieutenant.
He said was, and he's talking about past the limitation.
Yeah, and
that dude probably already went down.
Yeah, I hope it is fast because you know when you say shit like that on stream, that shit gets picked up real fast.
Yeah, but that's 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, look at the clip.
Old world Harlem.
Guess what?
Harlem. That's done.
What's up with the hood with these names of defecation? You got Boo Boo. It's called 50 Boo Boo.
Yeah, they used to call him 50 Boo Boo. That's crazy.
And I got my homeboy, Little Doodoo, too. He's a fool. Doodoo, you know. He's from the west side.
You call me Chichi. That means
Duke the God is, we call him Dookie, Paul.
And Duke. No.
Dookie. He just said we call him
God
Dookie Barnes.
I used to hustle with him. You could ask him if he ever seen someone send me to the store, but I was always known in the position as somewhat of a boss, and all I did was pass the plug to them. They were like, they always looked up to me at that time, but I was never big time as a drug dealer, but I did have a crew called the Best Out. I heard of the youngest crew, and we were left. We was all getting money.
Now let's find out
again.
Let's put the players
I'm pretty
together.
impressed with who I am and who I was and the things I did, and the fact that the people rap about are the people.
See, but when you say shit, that's the problem. You lose your credibility, like Jimmy, when you say shit, and then people come and just prove that you was just talking bullshit.
Yeah, you just trying to,
you're trying to discount it. You got emotional, and you want to diminish somebody's character, and then the guy comes out and speaks all the facts, and then you know the history, you know the shit he's saying, it all comes together. Like your credibility is getting shot.
Yeah, you look.
But
crazy.
we didn't have to hear this out to know what the answer was. Dame Dash is an official dude. He's a titan. You know what I mean?
You know the best thing about Dame Dash is that he's never got on a camera to say something just so people could know it. He's the guy that doesn't want to talk about it.
He's got class. He'll pull it out if he needs it. You know what I mean? But he's got class. He's a businessman. He's calculated. He's not a jackass. He doesn't let emotion get a hold of him. He's smart.
You look great, bro.
Shame on you.
People that I actually hustle with and actually was able to go another direction. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for him, he knows the algorithm.
Yeah.
And you know, when you say Dame Dash, you go viral.
He didn't drop that.
And
I was going to ask you if that, do you think that was more a reason for
that
it?
he could, so that I could actually have a reason to talk about who I was and tell people to look under the hood. But if you know a 15, 16-year-old, and another thing is because I used to hang out uptown. So people from downtown, I'm from 1159, they weren't usually allowed to go uptown and hustle. And I was on one of the wildest blocks on the, at the time in Harlem.
If he was with fucking
I
rich
got to make it out of a real circle.
He was with killers.
Yeah, he was with niggas that today we have put together documentaries about the bodies. So this guy is definitely the most authentic gangster we're gonna get without having a gangster sit in front of us.
Yeah. It's amazing what he did with Jay-Z and Rockefeller. No, not even. I'm not talking about Jay-Z money because that's amazing what Jay-Z did, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how they planned Rockefeller and how they had that look, and he was a part of that. I know it, and it just made this guy. Who was out there, who was about to be on the verge of being an underground rapper. I can't get with that. He didn't know what he was going to do, really. And then this dude, he met this motherfucker, and then they created Rockefeller Records, and that shit went insane. Iconic. And it's like the way, the look, the image, the rollouts, the everything was like, whoa, this is something we never seen. It's like, this has got to be cool. This is it.
Because Dame took the mentality of the Harlem Hustle, the style and the flash of it, and he brought it to a legal game that nobody else was able to translate it to prior to that as well. And him and Hove made something that to this day is still iconic. Still iconic.
I'm talking about before the billions. That Rockefeller look it became a staple in the
kids running that. They were kids running that. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, they were young.
They were very young. I don't think at 19 or 18 I had the
even
discipline.
30, that's crazy. No.
The discipline to be an artist. I said I did. But I guarantee I didn't. I'm sure that Ray Rowe, rest in peace. Ray Rowe from Rocksteady. That was my brother. He was like an uncle to us. Rest in peace, Ray Rowe from Rocksteady and the breakdancers and all of them. And he's a plaque-winning motherfucking producer for Nice and Smooth is Funky, for Hip Hop, Funky Lemonade. He did a lot of shit. And that motherfucker would not even bother. He would not bother with us because it's not everybody who has the business mind that someone like Dame Dash has to be able to find a person like Jay-Z. Now, if Dame Dash would have done that with Meek Mills, there wouldn't be a Rockefeller. He would have done that with Beanie Siegel, there wouldn't be a Rockefeller. It's only a Rockefeller because he got a Jay-Z, and Jay-Z
you're right.
More like
you're
him.
right. Oh, good point.
Not only did he believe in Jay-Z, but then in turn, he was able to hold on to Jay-Z for as long as they were together. You know what I mean? Obviously, these two guys can't exist in the same room. You know what I mean? It's like two planets fighting for the same space. They can't be together. They're too big. But they came together.
Jay-Z was going to be the same appetite as him, but worse, because he saw all the things that Dame Dash was cautious about.
Yeah, because Dame was a street guy, but like he said, like I remember watching his interview, like he talked about how he had a good education, like a private school or a better school and shit like that, and like he always had a different mentality. So like getting money, he was able to get money, but he knew ultimately that the street wasn't where it was at, and it was short lived, and he had to take his talents elsewhere, and he was able to, and that's a very impressive thing to do, and it just shows the level of intelligence that this young man had at such a young age, knowing to leave one thing and go into something different and still to be able to hit. It's
salute left side.
Your boy he definitely need a DP, Jim Jones, for even doing Dame like that. Doing Dame like that. I'm sorry. That's a problem with these youths, with the not respecting the OGs. You smell me? That's a big problem out here. Hold on, he's still calling me. You feel me? Like,
and it's not, and the crazy thing to me is like with the young guys who disrespect the OGs and shit. It's like, if the guy made it, right? It's not like you're talking to some dude on the corner in front of a liquor store who didn't make it. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with someone like Dame Dash, like, shut the fuck up and listen, because there's something to be learned from this man's time on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, you're young and doing your thing, but like at 20 years old, you're nothing compared to this man at 50.
You know what it is, that when it's a street person, there's incentive in proving that he's not capable, because he is a street person. Because if it's a scholastic person, he could be the dumbest guy in the room, and everybody's gonna want to listen to him talk. He graduated from Harvard, and then niggas don't even know how to add 2 + 3. You understand what I'm saying? But he graduated from Harvard. So when a guy like Dame Dash, the young G's are not gonna give him his props, because they're gonna say, when I get to his age, I'll be doing better than him. But the problem is that you probably won't even make it to his age.
Exactly. But you know what? It would just be smart for these young guys to pay attention and listen, and you might pick up a little bit of game, something that you didn't know about, something you didn't notice, something that may one day make or break your career, and you got it from a dude who went through it and hand fed it to you. You can take that, or you could be a hard rock and learn on your own.
I get it too. I get it from all the younger people that's like 20s and 30s, because I'm a street nigga who survived 2 felonies, who survived homelessness, who survived getting shot at, who survived a lot of shit, right? But when the young G's see me, they want to discount me. Like they could do better.
I mean, no, of course, and it's understandable because it's their time now. So go ahead, be a rock star, do your thing. But it might help to pick up knowledge anywhere you can pick it up.
You could transition from that to this
and
make it to my age.
But you don't need to be educated. You can be from the street. You can be from nowhere. If you have presence of mind enough to know to pick up the gems of wisdom as you come across them in life, regardless of where they come from, then you're a smart dude. But if you just want to hard rock through and just push through as hard as you can on your own and see if you make it, that's a gamble. You can go for it. I would listen to this dude though.
You know how many people told me to my face, like, yo, but you ain't got a hit single. And you know what I told them? Yeah, but I don't got to work either.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get up and go to work, motherfucker. You got to show up or else you got no fucking money. And they
Mace, Mace want to tap in on that. He calling in from the big house. Speak on this. What happened with this situation with Dame Dash and the stuff?
What up, Mace?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, speak on the situation.
Yo, you know what I'm about, man. Like, if a nigga willing to do something on his own, then I don't think he should have niggas, but I don't know. I don't like his money put him in that type of power because like him turning out a fake, that's terrorism right there. That's like that's bad.
Nobody dies from a fight.
Even from his OG too.
Yeah. And you got young niggas looking at you and shit, following behind that shit and all type of shit. That shit ain't cool. Because you teaching the young niggas wrong.
Yeah, that's what it does. It set a wrong precedent.
And motherfucker in the stand up. That's ours. You feel me? Like a motherfucker shouldn't poke out his chest because he got niggas out handling business for him and shit. I mean, it's cool, niggas that handle your business for you and shit because you got that. You put in that type of work and shit, and motherfuckers feel like, since you a older nigga in the game now, that it's hands off now with you and shit, and motherfuckers is willing to step in for you and shit. But for cuz to get caught out by another older nigga and shit, and he turned to his little homie to tell him to get on him and shit, yeah, cuz is a buster for that on the set.
Dame Dash, nigga, had his shirt off, nigga, ready. Dame was like, come on, nigga, what you want?
He probably took his teeth out too. He's like, I ain't breaking my brand new teeth on this nigga.
Them two niggas is in the same age range too.
Dame a little older. Dame probably like 5 years older.
Oh, all right. Yeah, but
yeah, that's uncle.
They came up around the same time.
Alexa, when was Dame Dash born?
I remember Dipset and Dame Dash and shit. They was big around the same time.
71.
Dame Dash gave Dipset their deal.
71.
Put them all the money. He signed them.
That's old.
On the set.
That's 1971. Wow.
Niggas like that, you feel me? You gotta watch them type of niggas. Them niggas, you can't trust niggas.
That's what I said. That's some whack 100 type shit.
On the set. And niggas shouldn't idolize this nigga, shouldn't look up to this nigga or nothing. Because this nigga is not a real nigga at all. You feel me? His gangster card needs to be revoked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sending little niggas at OGs that you should handle.
That's not cool at all.
You said his gangster card need to be revoked, huh?
They should have made that nigga get in the ring with her.
I think right there that's a fair one, period. That's just a fair one.
Damn.
That's a fair one that has to happen.
So you ain't listening to no Jim Jones right now, huh?
Damn, there goes that Harlem song.
Dipset, I back in 2004.
Damn, you fucked up.
Nice.
I ain't listening to them
lying, you
Dipset
ain't
niggas
lying.
since
You ain't
2004.
lying, but I said this the end of Dipset now. That shit is over with.
That's funny.
Cameron, all the niggas, Jim Jones,
Joel. He said Joel. It's Joel's, nigga.
Yo,
Yeah. Good look at for your input on the situation.
Thank you.
You feel me? Jim Jones out here looking like a mark.
Salutes to the real G's. Free the guys.
He making his whole head look bad. You feel me? Like you can't be putting niggas out like I don't know. That shit revoked whatever kind of gangsterism he got.
That's a
that
clip.
Shit revoked it. He proved himself. You feel me? He gotta go do something to get that back. You feel me? On the set.
Damn.
Straight up.
Mace
That's
low.
what the homies on the set.
You said it for the Don moves on the West Coast. What would have happened to them for that type of shit?
Oh yeah, he would have got EP for sure.
Okay. He got to. That's a violation, right? The big violation.
For sure.
And you ain't finna get jumped. It's a one-on-one, and you asking niggas this. Nigga, look, either you gonna pay them niggas for doing that, or you finna get your ass DP on the set. Straight up.
Say that.
Shit.
That's a fact.
I know that niggas out in my area. Feel me? I mean, niggas fight for niggas out in my area. So I ain't gonna act like they don't. Feel me? But you know, this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. If somebody's being aggressive towards you and you ain't aggressive back, nigga,
Marked out.
you done lost all kinds of shit. Shit on the set, but he got feel me, so he can pay his way out of the situation.
For sure. Hell yeah.
That's how I feel. He got that money. He can pay his way out of the situation and shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you. We're gonna continue the show. Give us a few last words, and we're gonna get back at it.
Oh yeah. You know, get back at it like crack. You feel me? Your book is doing good. You feel me? You know, my charges launched yesterday, so you know I'm fucked up over that. But
I don't know how you stuck with the Chargers when they ain't San Diego no more. Fuck them then.
Yo, I'm a diehard Charger fan. You feel me?
I hear you.
That's loyalty right there. You feel me? That's loyalty. That's what loyalty.
Oh, that was a good one. He brought it back around. Loyalty. Facts.
Straight up. But yeah, go ahead and get y'all little 2 cents in. Dropping my little
yeah, just back up.
So you say,
just like that.
You say the official word is Jim Jones is marked up
and come running.
He's no more. He's not a chief. He's a peon.
Oh.
You know what a peon is? That's the mark. The Mexican over there with the bean.
The Mexican over there with the bean.
Yep, and then come running. Go, I'm gonna hold it.
A peon.
You could do it. There you go. You see it? Come on.
Damn. Hey. From the gangster himself, Mace Low, out the can.
Y'all already know. I'm gonna keep it real.
I got
I'm gonna keep it
I got King Buddha and B Rad here, Mace Low.
Yo, what up, Mace?
Tell him I said, what it do, what it do, what it do. 3 times.
What up,
They said what it do. They said what up, what up.
Free the guys, free the guys.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
Hopefully y'all do y'all thing and shit. After the phone go off. Shit.
For sure.
Y'all get them views and shit. Y'all make that guap.
Heard.
Not
God
quite.
willing.
We getting there. We gonna get there. Some niggas. No, I'm playing. Hey,
the man that sees the vision, he sees it. That's
he
when
see
you
the
see
vision.
it.
Mace Low see the vision.
When you see it, there's no question. It's like y'all gotta be getting it.
He got his channel too. He about to do his thing.
And
But
wait till you
yeah,
get out.
let me finish playing this content, then we'll move on to the next subject and shit. Mace Low. Shout out to my bro Mace Low, man.
Yeah.
Salute, Mace Low.
Mace Low, please.
I didn't wait to get the rap to start to get money. I didn't wait to get the rap to start being tough. None of those things. And you know, you can look under the hood. So I appreciate him bringing it up.
So
and
was
you can,
Jim,
to the extent that I've made my paid in full OG stories, it's about my friends. The people, like, again, y'all making records about Rich, but he really did hit us with work. I was there. If you wasn't there, it's hard to talk about it. To be obsessed and infatuated in such a way that you think to be a person is to go to jail, get killed, and be famous for a very short run. That's not what I wanted to be known for. But you can find somebody that sent me to the store.
And just like I knew was coming, Dame Dash finally answered back to what Jim Jones said the other day on the No Rap Cap podcast. I even dropped the link in the description so y'all can watch both clips from the very beginning, straight out of New Orleans in full context. That No Rap Cap interview is really where everything sparked. And today we're seeing how it snowballed into something way bigger. Cameron heard what was said about him, things turned tense, and next thing you know, it's a back and forth situation. Then 50 Cent jumped right in, because listen, you know Fifth never misses a chance to chase those capital C's and stir the pot. Now Dame Dash did respond, which I expected, but hold up, he came at this way different than I thought he would, bro. And honestly, I like this response from Dame on the POV show, which runs on the American New Network, aka Dame Dash's YouTube channel. Y'all already know I'm a fan of that era, so just hearing these stories again already had me locked in. Dame told it clean, he told it confidently, and he told it in a way that actually kept it interesting. Because let's be real, Dame is always going to talk his talk the way Dame talks his talk. He even had a clip-on top, and I'm like, okay, bro, I've never done a clip-on top before, but I respect you keeping it all the way authentic. But hearing someone say it the way Dame said it, listen to this, it hits different. And like I said in my other videos, anybody from the streets, or even just life in general, knows there's a difference when you start belittling somebody. People go through phases, whether it's the streets, hustling, or just surviving. Not everybody was even involved in anything illegal. Sometimes it's just older dudes telling younger ones, hey, run to the store for me. And that's normal in a lot of neighborhoods. You might be 17 telling your 12-year-old nephew, cousin. I remember Duke the God. He was crazy, solid stuff.
You get the
even threw me an alley-oop. So
we definitely heard the content where Dame Dash responded to that. He was
just
like,
sad that it had to come to like 2 OGs. And one of them disrespect the other one by telling a little nigga to fight him. Like, that was so disrespectful. Like, so I don't even deserve a fight with you. I want to fight you, motherfucker. The fuck?
That was lame too, not to mention. Yeah. But like I said, you heard, bro. I'm gonna clip that up and throw that out there.
Hey,
you want me to gangster? Boy, is Mark the fuck out.
And you remember when you asked me what's worse, turning down a fight or fighting and losing? Telling somebody that's younger than you to hit somebody that you should be fighting. That's worse.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
That's
damn.
Worse. That's even worse. That's way worse.
Anybody your OG too.
Yeah. Makes you look pussy. I'm telling B-Rad snuff this guy. The fuck am I? Like, who am I? Pablo Escobar, motherfucker?
Yeah, for real.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, definitely handle your own work.
I come from a part of New York where you put in the work and then people follow you. You don't tell people what to do.
I thought I was gonna be able to tell B-Rad to fuck him up. Damn it.
Guess not.
I mean, certain
I'll make you look
situations,
like
certain
Jimmy.
things might be certain things, but yeah, you definitely got to handle your own work.
Yeah. Bro, I remember
B-Rad
that happened. That happened in real life too. I was with a dude that I know. I ain't gonna say his name. He's standing next to somebody that I know. I don't want to say his name either. But one guy is telling some dude, random guy, Randall. Guy number one tells Randall, shut the fuck up, I'll punch you in the face. Randall knocks him, busts his 2 front teeth out his mouth. Number one gets up and looks at number 2 and says, yo, you're not going to hit him? In my hood, nobody's going to throw a punch until you throw the first punch, my man. Jimmy?
I agree with that.
You should have threw a punch before you told anybody.
I'm not here to save you, but I'm here to help you, but I ain't know.
Yeah, bro. If you ain't going to fight your fight, I'm not fighting your fight for you.
Hell no. Now, this shit been gaining more traction. And now you can look at it with new eyes. Shout out to DJ Vlad. This dude Gene Dill, you know,
man, Vlad. I hate covering Vlad,
with the Biggie Small situation. It's back out, you know, and you feel me in the algorithm. I never paid attention to his when he was speaking before, so I just want to revisit some shit and then analyze what he's saying as far as the Diddy involvement with Biggie, which was kind of crazy. But now you can look at it as different, you know.
So all you guys go to the vibe party.
It was 23 of us.
23 people go to the vibe party. And then at one point, the fire department starts to shut it down.
Now it's only 12 of us. Because them motherfuckers that left, they must have felt something. You know, what's his name? Chuck Bone. That was Puff friend. Yeah, he that was with us, Chuck Bone. They must have felt something and they left and went to Steve Stout's house in the hills. Because Steve Stout was giving a party that day too.
Okay. So half the entourage leaves. Half is still there. You go and grab all the SUVs and have them pull out in front. So when Big and Puff and all them come out, they could just jump in their cars.
And we can leave.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me about the scene outside as you're waiting for everyone to get in their cars and start to take off.
So first we lined up parallel to the door in which they have to come out. Right? You follow me?
Yep.
All right, we lined up parallel to where the doors they have to come out. So if they come out right here, the car's right there. They're right there. So then Big is taking his time because, you know, his fibula bones and his thighs are broken or whatever like that. Wow. You know, they fractured or whatever. So it's taking them a long time to come out. So they get out, Big gets in the car, everybody get loaded up. I said, come on, let's go. We ready to go. Puff is running back and forth like, yo, he'll see a girl, he'll go grab a girl. He said, yo, Gene, remember her, she coming to the party tomorrow.
So that sounds like he, you know, he in his normal mood, moving and grooving, like normal shit. It don't sound like nothing's going on. He, sounds like, you know, like when he spoke on Diddy before, he was right about the sexual shit. But he said a whole bunch of other shit that was like, damn, homeboy. And then he never spoke up. He never brought up the fact that Diddy was whooping her ass until we seen the footage of the shit. This dude is selective with the shit, but a lot of stuff he was telling the truth on. So I'm like, wait, let me see what exactly this motherfucker's saying, because the Diddy shit came from these motherfuckers on YouTube that were speaking, and then the feds started looking, and then they trump up hella charges. I ain't gonna hold you because obviously they did, because what he doing time for ain't what he went in for.
Yeah, exactly.
So they putting together pieces of it. But with the Biggie situation, it's sensitive to me, Paul. So I gotta really analyze. And I'm like, fuck it, let me do it live with the people on In Tune Perspective. What's on?
Right. Let's see how. Because I'm gonna tell you something that doesn't make sense to me. Right? Why would you, if you weren't maliciously trying to hurt Biggie, right? If you weren't, right? then why was it that you had a caravan of cars drive across the city when you're so rich?
What you talking about? What you want me to do? Helicopter? The fuck?
Bro, they got private jets. That's how NBA Youngboy does it. That's how Little Dirk does it. Why
No,
does
they don't do that.
Nah, not to go across town to a party. That's crazy.
From New York? You telling me they went from New York to California, bro? To Vegas? They drove.
They didn't drive from New York to Vegas. They
How
flew
do you
there.
think how you think this guy Zip had the guns in the stash box?
Well, that's Zip.
They picked him up in town.
Zip is a gangster.
That was Diddy.
Diddy and them don't got no time to drive fucking. They didn't drive to fucking.
No, Diddy did it. Diddy had this guy right here, Gene and them, and security drive like 6 cars up there.
No, they didn't. They didn't drive from New York to Cali.
Watch.
I tell you.
Like, remember her? What the fuck is you talking about, bro? I never seen him act like this ever, because he don't act like that. Because even in New York City, once Puff get in the car, he'll leave his mama. We gone. We out. So Puff is like looking, and if you see the cameras, you see him running back and forth, looking and everything like that.
You out of town and it's a Cali and all that little Cali shit. He probably just like, all right, we out here trying to, you know. He not.
No, it sounded like he was wasting time, setting things up, stringing time out.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
That's what it sound like to you.
Sospechoso.
So I said, big man, what we standing around here for? He said, that's your man. That's your man. And I said, yeah, all right. So then I said, Puff, what's going on? He said, yo, Paul and them ain't got their car yet. I said, this guy is a cop out here and they can't get his car out the garage thing. I got all these cars. I got these cars out of. What are you talking about? You understand? So now we pull out the driveway. When we pull out onto the driveway, now this is the driveway. We pull onto the driveway, and I don't know the street. Is it Wishaw or Fairfax? Which street is right there on the side of that? Is it Wishaw or Fairfax? Well, whatever street is right there. When you come out the driveway, you got to make a right turn. So we parked up in the driveway. So it's Puff, it's Big's car, and I still think we're waiting for Paul and them car. So now they get people are coming by. Now y'all seen a lot of videos, and in those videos it seemed like it was a lot of people right there, you know, when Big got shot and everything like that. That's on the other side.
That's the videos, motherfucker. You gonna tell us what we seen with our own eyes? Motherfucker slick. Hold on.
Side of the venue where all those people was walking back and forth right there. Because on our side of the street, it was nobody over there. You understand? So this guy in this blue and white shirt comes walking down. So he walks down and he just goes through the garage, you know what I'm saying, while the cars is lined up. I have my gun under my shirt.
Hey, yo.
I have my gun under my shirt, you know, with my hand, you know, sideways to the trigger like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't put it on the trigger or nothing like this. I got my gun on something like that. So the guy walks through and now I see Paul. I say, yo, Paul, what's up? He said, yeah. And the guy just kept on walking. I said, Paul, you see the guy in the blue and white shirt? He said, yeah, I saw him. He said, yo, he puff all right? I said, yo, Puff straight. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your eye on him. So the guy walked away. You know what I'm saying? So then next thing you know, less than 5 minutes from that, hear this guy come down. He dressed in a blue suit, white shirt, blue bow tie. You understand? He comes and he just, it's a pillow right here. Puff is in the driveway. If you walking down the street, you can't see me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm standing right by the pillow, right? So you can't see me. So when he got to the point, because he was walking closer to the curve than he was in the middle of the sidewalk, he was walking close to the curve, close to the cars, I see him. And Puff is about, I would say 10 to 15 yards from him, right? And I'm about 5 yards from him. So the guy, when I come from over the pillow, he stops immediately. And he just looked at me and I looked at him. He didn't say nothing. So I lowered my arm and he could see my gun. He looked me in my eye and turns right back and walked.
Okay, why Biggie dead then? He did all this. Let me get to the bottom. I don't understand what he's trying to make himself the hero or something. Biggie died, nigga.
Down the street. So when he got far enough from down the street, maybe 4 or 5 car lengths and everything like that, I said, yo, y'all ready? He said, yeah, we ready. So we pulls out the driveway and now we lined up side the street. There's cars parked there from the opening of the museum all the way down to the corner. So we park right there coming out the garage and I see Paul and them. Big's man is across the street. He has a white Land Cruiser. He's from Philly. I think Charlie Baltimore may have been in the car with them. I'm not for sure. So when we pull out the driveway, Paul comes up to me. I say, yo, Paul, you good? You good? Y'all ready to go? You ready to go? I say, all right, because Puff had already made the decision that we're going to Steve Stout's house now. So when he gets up there and he said, yo, we were just leaving. No, we were going to Steve Stout's house. I had got a call from Chaz. I had called Chaz and I let Chaz know. I said, yo, Chaz, we about to go to Steve Stout's now. I said, no, I'm coming down there where y'all don't go to Steve Stout's house. Y'all don't go to Steve Stout's house. And he didn't say anything on the phone. You know, he said, I'm on my way down there. You know what I'm saying? So
that sounds like Chaz got more power than Diddy with the shit, because Diddy said we going to Steve Stout's house, and Chaz said, nah, don't go to Steve Stout's house. That's what he said, right?
Yeah. I think that Diddy knows how to gauge things based on the specialty of the gangster. I think that's his specialty. You feel me? He knows how to gauge it. He knows how to use this guy for that. You know what I mean?
He had left Steve Stout's in the house. So we parked on the side of the Peterson Museum. So when I said to Paul said we was ready to go, I say, all right, follow us. I tried to ride on the side of the car. Puff said, yo, Gene, what you doing? I said, I'm riding on the side of the car. I'm gonna have my gun out. I'm on the side of the car. At the time, I'm 265. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the 330. You know what I mean? So I was a little slimmer back then. So he says to me, Gene, if you don't...
He said he wants to drive, I guess on the outside. He wants to stand on the thing and hold on with his gun out.
With his gun, you know. Yeah, he's sounding real gangster right now. Like Capone in the days. Like, you know, they used to stand outside.
Yeah, but how often does that happen nowadays? And this big ass dude is 300 pounds, however big he is. I know he big as hell. Like, I don't see... It sounds like a little fabrication going on, and then the only one that said no was Diddy. Puff was like, no, I don't know, because we know he hate Puff. But I don't know. That's all.
Don't get in this car. You ain't gonna never work for Bad Boy ever again. I said, man, how the fuck you gonna try to tell me how to do my job? He said, Gene, we don't need that look. We don't need that look. Get in the car. As I go to get in the car, this motherfucker.
That's some shit.
Reached down and let his seat all the way back. So now I got to put my leg sideways. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And so then Kenny said, you ready? He said, you ready? I said, Kenny, run the next 3 lights. Run the next 3 lights, Kenny. Kenny said, for what? I said, motherfucker, run the next 3 lights, Kenny, or I'm going to drive. Run the next 3 lights. Kenny just took off. When he took off, we got past the light, because it was a flashing red light. We got past the light, and we got across the street. Tone, who was behind me, said, yo, somebody in the car pointing a gun at Big them.
What?
I goes to open the door.
So how long?
I'm goes to open the door. Fucking next thing you know, you hear it say, pow. Pap, 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 pap. Yeah. It's 5 or 6 cars was like, pap, 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 pap. Right? Fucking Kenny guns the car going forward. I said, Kenny, what the fuck is you doing? He said they shooting at Big. He said, we don't know who they shooting at.
Wow.
He didn't go.
I don't know how Biggie's not in your sight at that point. I thought Biggie was in your. I think he was supposed to be head of security. At what point did Biggie get out your sight? You said you want to stand out the car with the gun and all that, and then now people running to you telling you somebody got a gun pointing at Biggie. Somebody had to come tell you that.
That's crazy.
And then you run and then you hear gunshots. That was a long ass time that you had to get to when they told you that.
Yeah,
because you heard gunshots after somebody told you somebody pointing a gun at Biggie. Wow. See the security.
But then you got to remember, he got all the great tape from Diddy, who just finished threatening him and telling him, if you don't get your fat ass in this fucking car, you're not gonna be bad boy anymore.
I don't think he said that.
That's exactly what he said to him. Fuck up all G.I. Joe on the side of the car in the middle of LA. Get in the car.
Fuck you think you are, fucking Dutch
Hey,
Schultz,
but who
motherfucker?
was- So,
Get your
Biggie
black ass in the car.
out of sight of security the whole time. That was crazy. The fuck? How did that happen?
Goes up the block, stops, and do this 3-point something like that U-turn, comes back, and as we coming back, we see the guy turning the corner from the corner.
Seen the dude who did it.
He was parked on the corner
He got away.
because there's no way he could have got on the side unless his car was already parked there. You understand what I'm saying? So now we stops right in the middle, right in front of Big's car. We stops. Puff jumps out the front seat and runs around there to Big's car. All that shit running around the block. I ran down the block and shit like that. That's bullshit. When we got in front of the car, he jumps out the car, ran over to the big side of the car. So now I'm behind Puff and I'm looking down the block and everything like that. Those girls who was right there on the corner talking to Puff and them, I was talking to Big and Lil C's and them. I don't see them. The street is clear. Tone said, Gene, come on, let's go. Me and Tone hops back in the car. And we try to take after the guy. Tone is trying to floor it, but it had one of those government chips in there, the car. So every time we get close to 100, it go, vroom, go all the way.
That's a regulator chip to keep the
But
speed.
It's called the governor.
Rentals have that.
It's called the governor.
Yeah,
It
so
only
he has
allows you to go to a
so he has a
certain
rental
speed.
then.
Both of those. But they see the dude, and he see the dude pull the corner, make the corner, pull off all that. And then your boy had to tell you, come on, let's go chase him. Probably, I don't know how many minutes later, because you just said all kind of shit in between. Then y'all finally decide to go try to chase him. That was crazy. That sounded crazy.
That is fucking insane.
The security got caught lacking heavy. Like they just didn't get shit done at all.
Heavy lacking. And he's trying to blame it on something else, but it sounds weird. I don't know.
Back down. So we can see the guy at the top of the hill.
You see him.
Oh, it was a top. We see the guy up at the top where he had to make when he made a right. When he made that right turn, when we got up the top of the hill, we ain't see shit. So I said, Tone, let's go back, man, to make sure everybody all right. Because I'm the only one got a gun. I got 2 of mine and I gave Paul 1 of mine. So
he said, let's go back and make sure everybody all right. That's what he just said. Instead of you see the guy up the hill, wait a minute, I gotta come back just a little bit. I'm sorry, Paul.
Where he had to make when he made a right. When he made that right turn, when we got up the top of the hill, we ain't see shit.
Okay, so he disappeared.
So I said, Tone, let's go back, man, to make sure everybody all right. Because I'm the only one got a gun. I got 2 of mine and I gave Paul 1 of mine.
To me.
So
nobody nothing.
We get back. And As soon as I get out the car, I go down to the Peterson Museum. And I just, that little corner where I said that I was at before the Muslim came out, right there, I just chilled right there like it was nothing. While they was all at the top. You know what I'm saying? Now they got ambulance, fire department, and the police department on the other side of the museum. Wasn't thinking. Should have ran.
He's security, so he not thinking about like, this is my boys.
Anything.
Ain't like no gang shit. Like he like, oh, they got away. It ain't my job to chase them down. This shit is over with. That's what it is, type shit. You feel me? That's what I'm thinking, because he gave up too quick and easy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Well, he just watched the money get murdered. Like,
heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Over there and got the ambulance guys to get it. Wasn't thinking, man.
Get the
at
ambulance.
All. So that's when I see DJ Quick come.
Get the ambulance.
Up the block. He was coming from up the block. And he said on his phone, he said, yo, I think they got one of those bad boy niggas.
Oh my
They said they was gonna get him.
Oh my God.
I said they said they was gonna do what? Later. And then Paul come running down the street. Yo, Gene, we about to go. We got to.
He just. This
30
guy.
years later, he says.
You wasn't gonna say nothing to that gangster. Yeah, he said. I said they said they're gonna do what? And then they called me. You wasn't gonna say nothing to that gangster. Trust me, DJ Quick.
One of them gangsters.
Man, DJ Quick daughter and son in jail for murder right now. Homicides.
Oh,
sadly. But I'm just saying, he's a Compton blood, and you talking about, I just said they was gonna do what? And then the boy called me. What? For real though, look at this.
Said on his phone, he said, yo, I think they got one of those bad boy niggas. They said they was gonna get him. I said, they said they was gonna do what? And then Paul come running down the street. Yo, Gene, we about to go. We got to go. What are you doing down here? So I looked at Quick looked at me. I went away. I went, ran up the street with them, got in the car. Puff got in the car with Big. He was sitting behind Big, right? D-Rock had came back because they all had ran down the block once Big got shot. All that shit Lil C said we was behind the truck. You was a lie because you guys come running down the block because D-Rock was like, yo, they shot my man. They got my man. And Puff got him behind Big. And I said to Puff, whatever y'all do, don't let him go to sleep. Don't let him go to sleep. Whatever y'all do, don't let him go to sleep. And Kenny jumped in their car because he said he knew where the hospital was at. And now Tone was driving our car. So Puff said, Ken, you know what hospital is? He said, yeah, I know where the hospital is. And Big said, he said, yo, Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. And Big said, just do it.
You see how he hesitated when he mentioned Diddy saying, you know what hospital at? He ain't really want to say that. So Puff said, you know what the hospital at? Puff trying to get him. That's what it sounded like. Puff said, you know what the hospital at? He wasn't like, but let's keep it going.
Before I close the door, he said, just do it. So she said he didn't say nothing. But I see he's a 17-year-old kid. He in shock and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? When those shots went off, I heard somebody was on your program said, everybody ducked down in the car. Only one person ducked, and that was Puff. Everybody else was trying to look back or was looking back at the situation.
That's natural.
Kenny was driving for, we all was trying to look back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the car was shot 4 times, with the 4th shot being fatal. By the time Big got to the hospital, he was pronounced dead. He was only 24 years. Yeah, he was 24 years old.
I know he was dead.
I knew he was dead.
Yeah, he was only 24 years old.
Wow,
still a young kid, honestly. Literally half my age right now. You know, when you guys were outside, Did you see Keefy D, they and the Southside guys in front of the museum before you guys took off?
I seen Keefy D when he came upstairs because I was wanting to introduce him to Big.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yo, Big, you know him? Big was like, nah. I said, Big, you don't know him? This is one
nigga that killed Pop.
What we used to call him back in the day?
It sounds to me like he already know he was caught lacking. He just a fuck up. And then with the Diddy shit, Diddy was doing this or that. But as far as setting it up, and I know people still got different thoughts about that, I'm not convinced based off of his testimony. And that's all people really got is what he said. He said certain things like, oh, Diddy said, get your ass in the car. Okay. Like, I've never seen no bodyguard rolling like that, even only with the president when they stunting, you feel me, or whatever else. Because Trump don't even roll like that. So that's not unusual for him to go, get your stupid ass in the car. Get your big dumb ass in the car. What the hell are you doing here embarrassing us?
You're making us look crazy right now.
Yeah. Ain't no military state. Get your stupid ass in the car. Sit down.
Because I got cousins that do shit like that. I got cousins that be going to the extent. I be like, bro, buzzing, but don't do that. You put on all your jewelry at the same time. Why? You know what I'm saying? So we got those. I'm gonna hang out the side of the car with the gun in my hand. Like, no, you're not. Get the fuck in the car. What the fuck is wrong with this kid?
They proved that Diddy didn't make the Biggie estate pay for the funeral, like they said in the thing. And it's just like this sound like some shit that they're just trying to throw on that's not really sticking. You know, it was an unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to Big. But come on, my boy, you got caught lacking. I accept the responsibility. Security, head of security. The fuck?
That's why you get security, man. That's
first
thing you do when you got money. You hire some people.
But I think you should get good, tough guys, but you should also get people that could say ambulance. You know what I mean? Because that might be the thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Call the ambulance. You ain't fucking
call the ambulance.
Somebody call the ambulance. So you could pick your mans up.
Jim looking crazy out here. Yeah. This whole shit that they trying to revive. Vlad is trying to revive him. Shout out to Vlad. Like nobody really dealing with that as far as Diddy killed Tupac and fucking Macaulay Culkin. They say he killed everybody.
That's crazy, yo. That's insane. Nigga said Macaulay Culkin.
My bad. I don't know. But
it be sounding like that type of story, to be honest with you. Like you talk about the Home Alone kid?
Yeah, I heard something like that. And then remember before it was like, Justin Bieber, this, that. That was all cap. Some people still believe it. But anyway, any last words? You about to get the fuck up out of here, man.
Nah.
My last word
I watched that interview twice, and it seems like bullshit. The one with the security guard, big security guard. So I watched that twice, and the second time around, it seemed like even more bullshit.
Yeah, one of those.
Seriously, like I'm like, nah. He can't accept responsibility.
It also happened 30 fucking years ago. You know what I mean? Like, and it happened in a matter like that.
Yeah, that's true. It's old as fuck for this nigga to know this shit like yesterday. I don't even remember what I was doing years ago.
But he also doesn't remember that it was 4 shots instead of 5 or 6, which is just publicly known shit. He said Big was 17 years old. Kid was 24 years old. Like, so if you don't remember fucking basic facts like that, you can Google in 5 seconds. How the fuck's he gonna remember some shit that went down 30 years ago when he was all over the place, didn't know what the fuck was going on, getting yelled at, almost getting fired by his boss? Crazy. You know.
I'm gonna call the ambulance.
Yeah, for real. Call the ambulance.
You come pick your mans up. Heard you.
Biggie was young as fuck though. Damn.
He was.
Yeah, 24 as a kid, bro. Jesus.
Tupac was 26, right? Or was he 20?
He was older, right? 27.
Alexa, how old was Tupac Shakur when he passed away?
27.
I think it was 27.
Okay, be right.
25 because 2 plus 5 is 7. The 7-day theory.
What the fuck did you just say?
How old was he?
It's 25. He was the 7-day theory. He's Machiavelli.
Damn, he's only 25 bro. You talking about
Yeah.
27? I was closer than you.
I
you
thought he was
fucker.
27. I thought he was 27.
The 7
Everybody
I
in
knew was a
Hollywood.
part of the situation. I just didn't
No, but
remember how.
the 27 club, like mad famous people die when they're 27. Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, that's what I've heard about the 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers. Cobain, John Legend.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain. All of them. Fucking all of them. Like everybody. Fucking
James Dean.
What's his name? James Dean.
Was Heath Ledger
who was
27?
The female rock star. What was her name?
Amy Winehouse.
I think Aaliyah was 27. I think.
No.
I'm not sure.
Alexa, how old was Aaliyah when she passed away?
Google who's part of the 27 club. Come up with all the names.
Alexa, who was part of the 27 club that were a bunch of celebrities who had an untimely demise?
Elvis was like,
yeah, you're good.
The 27 club includes famous musicians like Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison,
Janis Joplin.
Cobain. Would you like to know more about any
Kurt
specific?
Cobain. I was right about that.
Yeah, tell me more about that club.
James Dean.
27 Club is an informal list of musicians who died
Buddy
at
Holly.
27. It gained notoriety in the late 1960s and early 1970s with the deaths of Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison. While it's often linked to high-risk lifestyles, scientific research hasn't found a statistical spike in deaths at that age.
It ain't that much.
Alexa, you're such a fucking genius.
Tell her to holler at me. I'm just playing. It's your boy Bush.
My day.
I was gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell her to see what she says.
This is mostly just really good with a personality upgrade. Thanks for hanging out and exploring music history with me.
Yeah, and my boy Bush Light says to holler at him. He likes you.
No, I don't. I got a girl. My girl is very beautiful. And my girl let me know that we might not have heard Mace Loke too good, so I'm gonna have to watch it over before I clip it up and I'll advance the audio and stuff. She said he wasn't coming out clear on the show because she was tapping in.
Alexa, stop. All right, guys. Thank you for tapping in with the Real Gang. Shouts to my boy EST. It's a wobbler. He wish he would have been here. Wish he would have had something to say.
He got another channel, I think, because I ain't see It's a Wobbler. But yeah, shout out to EST.
Shout out to EST. And you know that I finally get why he does the EST, because there was this. I was watching some shit where some chick was like,
birthday. He was born in 87.
Yeah, well, she goes in a show and she said that she's EST, which means she's the realest, the strongest, the smartest, everything in the EST. And I was like, damn, is that why EST did it?
Nah. EST is short for established. Established in 1987. So it's got to be it. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying that's got to be
we
it.
all have theories now.
Yeah, the lore of EST 87.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't even clarify it so we can all keep making up more conclusions.
Yeah, 100%. He should never answer that question.
I'm making a clip out of this part right here. Yo, EST, do not let us know what your name means, because I think it's because it's the realest, the strongest, the fastest, the smartest. And B-Rad thinks it's because it's established in whatever year you were born. But I say, don't tell nobody, and that should be your big reveal.
Yo, let's address this comment because homie said, I'm not saying Gene had anything to do with the setup, but security was lacked on purpose per orders of Diddy, and Big was set up to get unalive that night.
Yeah, but security wasn't in on it. They were just, Diddy was running fucking cover and causing, holdups and fuck ups and just issues and split the team up.
But he did that.
Yeah, they were definitely lacking.
He did that at City College too.
Nah, I don't believe that.
He did that at City College too. He thinned out security.
He didn't want that shit to happen. You crazy?
He thinned out security, bro. He told Gene, do not bother. Don't bring your extra guys.
Puff wanted that to happen. Security didn't want that to happen. I think Puff wanted that to happen.
I don't think he wanted that to happen with Biggie. But shout out to Cash Money. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe and go subscribe to the Chi Challenge too. Up top, you smell me. He said, I think Puff line big up. Hey,
facts.
That's what we do.
On a conspiracy level, I agree.
I changed his mind, B-Rad, but now you bringing him back,
bro,
because you didn't want. You wasn't saying that just a minute.
I'll tell you when it first happened. When it first happened, way back when we were kids, when this happened, basically.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that he had something to do with it, and then over the years, I'm back and forth, because Diddy had some really good like PR runs. Diddy run the city and all that. like making it a band and shit. He looked like the good guy and shit. So like, I was like, maybe he didn't do it. But now I don't know. My initial feeling was that he did it, and I think I got to rock with that. I think he had something to do with it.
I think negligence was a part of it, not maliciously like fuck Big. But there's been moments where there's been heard where he said, "We got to get rid of those guys."
I
mean, look,
I was with you with the negligence. I agree, but then you said all that other shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gene said that though. I'm not.
Is it not some fucking Harlem gangster shit to knock out like your business partner and take everything over? Like,
it's not. They weren't business.
That's what Rich Porter did.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that trope has been seen.
Diddy
it's
was
not
the
business
boss.
partners, but I'm saying like the other half of it, because Diddy didn't need Biggie to be fucking Puffy. You know what I mean?
Obviously,
Like,
Diddy was already a star. He already put on a lot of shit. Jodeci.
Biggie didn't need
He changed the scene of music way before Biggie. He was already
but that was
a
when he was
guy.
an A&R. He was
I'm just saying.
A&R.
But
That's not what he wanted to be.
But I'm just saying,
right.
based on
But
what we saw,
as
happen,
A&R, that's even
Biggie
crazier.
Biggie died, and Puffy still went on to have a massive career afterwards.
His career started when he
didn't
died.
need him.
His career started when he died. The first hit single he had was "I'll Be Missing You."
I understand that, but I'm saying, so if he did have something to do with knocking him off, it obviously worked in his advantage.
I didn't want to do
it,
but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but Cash Money, why you feel Puff
When?
line big up? Because they ain't no really no. I don't know.
Get the money from the catalog. Get the money from the catalog.
Dead rappers make more money.
Catalog he still had
because Big's paperwork
And
was definitely
Biggie
not
was
completely
leaving.
straight.
Biggie was leaving. He had the commission.
Yeah, he wasn't
had
even
Undies. He had Undies Records. He was
He
open
wasn't
that shit
even
up with
vibing with
Undies.
Biggie with Puff anymore. He wasn't fucking with Puff. He was too big for him
He was
anyway. He didn't
about
need
to
him.
leave. So
Shout
yeah,
out
if
to
he
Humble
died,
Life.
same shit with Nipsey. Nipsey was gonna leave, and that's
I
what
believe
happened.
Diddy did it 20 years ago. I didn't get how people just getting this info. I don't
That's
get
what I'm
it.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's been understood that Puffy probably had something to do with this, and then kind of got let up for a while. But now, obviously, in a resurgence now with this case and people seeing how much of a dirtbag he really was, people are like, well, it kind of makes sense that he could have done that now. I'm not saying I know he did it. I'm just saying based on recent events the past few years, yeah, it makes it look like he's absolutely capable of doing this.
But my opinion was forged before all the evidence that I've seen now.
Sure.
I mean, I've known this since I was 20 years old.
That's
when
what I'm
Big
saying.
really got clipped. I remember
But it
that there was a
happened.
rumor underground because I'm from New York.
Why?
As
What are
soon
you
as he
saying?
died,
How did you know
everybody
this?
said that he had something to do
Why?
Because
with it.
there
That
was
was just a
there was
word. That was
rumors.
just a word on the street. That's where
There
I
was
got it from.
rumors in the streets that people were saying Biggie was gonna leave with the commission. It was gonna be Charlie Baltimore, Jay-Z, Cameron, Mace, the Locks. They were all gonna build a record company called under this Rivera, and the whole thing was the entourage is the commission. That's why you see, and there's an intro in one of the songs in Life After Death where Biggie names the whole team. He says Charlie Baltimore, Uncle Paulie, which is that's Cameron, Cesareo De Janeiro. He says Iceberg Slim, that's Jay-Z. You understand? He names the whole commission.
That would have been nuts.
And
even
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
wasn't
confirms
have a
it.
piece of that commission? Are you serious?
Jay-Z confirmed it in a song. He said, niggas say that if Big didn't die, then something. But if Big wouldn't have died, then there would be the commission. And that's a Jay-Z line.
You think Diddy wouldn't have a piece of that commission? That's my
Nope.
that's
No, but even if he had a piece of it,
somehow.
even if he had a piece of it, he would not have been the main showman on
He
it.
wouldn't be
have been
the
able
guy
to put
next to the
himself-
guy.
He wouldn't have been able to put himself. He wouldn't have been a producer on it. He wouldn't have
Diddy
put it in
never
the video.
was. He was always the guy behind the scene creating
He's
talent
always the guy
and
next to
bringing it out.
What are you talking about? You don't remember when Suge Knight addressed that?
Yeah,
shit?
that's
He's the
later.
guy
That's
who-
the one incident, but I'm talking about before that and
He's
after
always
that.
been that guy. He's always
No,
been
he
that
hasn't.
guy.
With Jodeci, with y'all don't know how.
Oh no,
far back
that was
what he
Pharrell.
did
That
with
was
Uptown
Motown.
Records and all that stuff.
Uptown,
Y'all don't
yeah,
even
that's
know. I
Uptown.
don't think y'all know. All
But that's
y'all
what I'm
know is
saying.
Biggie, the Bad Boy. and shit.
But everything
Can't
Bad
stop,
Boy,
won't
he
stop.
was the guy next to. You understand?
Y'all
Shine,
know,
he's the
pick
guy
that,
next
pick
to.
that, pick that.
Mace, he's the guy next to.
And it seems like the guy next to Diddy always gets fucked up.
He always goes down because Diddy needs to be the guy.
Yeah. 100%.
Now,
Hey,
now
this-
you
Shaken
see how
again,
Biggie
this
falls?
time with the violent death of the performer known as Notorious B.I.G.
Saying
For
one
28
thing, I just
years,
wanna
the
see
murder
why.
of the notorious B.I.G. haunted hip-hop like a ghost that refused to fade. His death sparked conspiracy theories, rivalries, and unanswered questions.
Biggie was shot 4 times. There's no burning or soot deposit around any of these perforations. These were not gunshot wounds from a point-blank range.
Fans demanded justice, yet the LAPD stayed quiet. Now, in 2025, a former detective has revealed exactly who pulled the trigger and why. It's not just shocking, it's disturbing. The truth not only points fingers, it confirms long-whispered suspicions that go deeper than anyone imagined. After 28 years of silence, Biggie's mystery is finally solved, and the truth is bad. The night Biggie Smalls was gunned down. On the night of March 8th, 1997, Los Angeles was alive with celebrity energy. The Soul Train Music Awards had just wrapped, drawing stars and industry legends into the heart of the city. Among them was Christopher Wallace.
Biggie Smalls, 24 years old, young man. Damn.
They said LA was alive, and they showed fucking Times Square in New York.
Goofy ass AI video. Hold on, what is this?
Better known to the world as the notorious B.I.G. It was his first major
Top Master. Why you do that, Top Master? Salute the top
public appearance on the West Coast since the death of Tupac Shakur just 6 months earlier. Despite tension still lingering from the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, Biggie was there to promote peace and his upcoming double album, Life After Death.
Yo, I dissected that
Later that night,
Me too.
Biggie joined dozens of celebrities at a Vibe magazine.
That album is like on my top 5.
He says Cesar Leo de Janeiro. That's Little Caesar's name. Uncle Paulie. Oh my God, I can't believe that nigga Puffy stopped that, bro. He did. He stopped it.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Magazine after party held at the Peterson Automotive
There will never
Museum.
be a Dipset. How's that?
He arrived with his close friend and producer, Sean Puffy Combs, and their entourages. Security was tight, but the atmosphere was light. Photographers captured Biggie laughing, posing with fans.
They said the atmosphere was light when they showed a picture of the SUV shot up. They said that simultaneously. But the atmosphere was light. That was crazy.
And moving through the crowd with calm confidence. To those around him, he seemed relaxed, like a man finally settling into his superstardom. But less than an hour after midnight,
They show in Vegas.
everything
What the
changed. At around 12:45 a.m. on March
Oh, they
9th,
got guns in Vegas? You tell me.
It's a video I'm looking for. I can't let that rock.
How they get the guns to Vegas, man? That's
You
crazy.
pick them
man.
up in town when you get there, bro.
Yeah, who you know there? I've been to
Light
Vegas. Nobody, you bro. You can't get. Trust me, it's not that easy. I was in Vegas. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
when
had
you
a
know
hard
where
time
you're
getting
going,
cocaine.
When you
How's
know
that?
where you're going, and you have people out where you're going, it's very easy to do that.
And
It's very easy
prostitution
to
is
do
legal over there. You understand what I'm saying?
in certain areas, not in Vegas proper.
Well, when it comes to the Tupac
The new
murder,
conspiracy, yeah.
I can confidently say who did it or who was in the vicinity.
That's the guy right there.
of
That's
where
the
it
guy.
happened.
That's Rivera. He would know.
Yeah, he's the guy that was gonna take him out of the Diddy contract.
Keefe D's story, the first Keefe D interview essentially laid out the story and all the pieces fit together, right? Between Keefe D's story, Edie Amin, who was in the car behind him, Chris Carroll, the first responder, everything fits together. We know why Tupac died. It was over the MGM incident, and it was retaliation over that.
That was, if you beat up
When
a
it comes to
guy,
Biggie's murder, I am not confident in terms of who did it. I interviewed Mob James, who was, the head of Death Row's street security. He was the one that brought all the Bloods into Death Row. He thinks it was a guy named Poochie, who was a Blood, who was associated with Suge, who's known as a shooter and a killer, who's now dead. When you hear the theory that Poochie was the shooter, what is your take on it?
blame the devil.
Right on.
Was Poochie known as a shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a hitter for real, for real.
Okay. So doing something like this would not be out of character.
Not at all.
Now that he's dead, I mean, everybody can speak on it and whatever now. I'm surprised they haven't came and said they know who did it. But the hood talks. Everybody know who was doing what, especially when it comes around death row. So, yeah, everybody knew who did it, why it was done. And, you know, some cats are still applying the fact that it happened because we lost Tupac. So just in retaliation of that, you know, it is what it is. That's how they felt.
Okay, so in terms of the streets talking and the rumors, is Poochie the name?
But on the East Coast,
they not giving a shit because of the simple fact that they think that it has something to do with Tupac's death. But Tupac got killed because he smoked the fucking crib.
we all was like, niggas knew like it was some East Coast, West Coast, and people. You heard Tony Yayo saying, "Why was he out there? Pac just died. Pac died." He was going on. Like when Pac died, everybody knew it wasn't safe out there for like an East Coast.
Yeah, it was a bad
move
to go out there though.
Biggie didn't want to go. He was supposed to be in Europe for some shit there, some designer shit, and they dubbed it. That's what.
And it comes up more often than not.
That's it.
Okay, so if you were to bet,
I win a lot of goddamn money.
You know, if you were to bet Poochie or Amir Muhammad or the government,
I'll win a lot of goddamn money.
Okay, but by betting on Poochie.
Yes, sir. Man, come on, this is street shit. This war was going on between Death Row and Bad Boy.
Right, because if it was ultimately proven that Poochie was the one who did it, then that ties Suge Knight into that conspiracy.
Yes.
I remember Theo, you know, the radio DJ called me up one day and said, "Oh, it's this one cop with LAPD. We looked into it. There's no actual proof of any of this." So right now in 2023, I honestly, as much as I know and as many people as I speak to, I honestly don't know who killed Biggie. Do you feel like you know who killed Biggie?
Yeah.
Can you say it?
No. I was telling on the series.
Okay. But you feel confident you know who did it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I did my mob research.
Okay.
And stop blaming Suge. Because nowhere in Suge's story has always been beat them niggas up, fuck them niggas up, drag them niggas, beat their ass. There's no in this story,
record of him saying that.
There's no kill him, shoot him. Niggas was shooting Suge.
Well, but you know, the thinking was, hey, I lost my big.
He got stabbed up by Jay-Z in the club.
No, not by Jay-Z.
Not
by Jay-Z.
Jazz.
Yeah, not Jay-Z would not. Jay-Z don't even got the balls to pull out a knife on a man. Stop
What you mean? Jay-Z poked him up in the club. What are you talking about?
No, he did not. No, he did not. No, he did not.
The word.
I know the truth. I'm gonna tell you something that guy said right there in an interview. He said, if Jay-Z would have poked him, you don't think I would have went back and got Jay-Z? He says that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I know that Jay-Z would, and then that made sense to me. Like, you're right. If somebody says that they poked me, I will come get that nigga. I will come get you.
That makes sense.
Nah.
I'm gonna make you lose your big artist.
Nah, Suge
You don't
is
say the guy that posted him, though. You don't
y'all
name him.
paint these characters. Suge was all these guys was puppets, scapegoats. Bigger plays were involved with them when it came to this hundreds and billions of dollars in money, man.
Well, Biggie passes away, and there was a huge funeral procession in Brooklyn, like nothing anyone's ever seen. You were there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was one of his pallbearers.
You were one of the pallbearers. Yeah, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
He gave him that
was
look,
a loss,
for real,
but at
man.
least
He gave him that
you
look.
got to see Brooklyn celebrate.
But
They're
I
heroes.
seen Brooklyn celebrate from the first record. You know what I'm saying? Like from
That's a fact. So he's saying he's not going to name it. I guess he's putting out a book.
He's not. Yeah, he says I'm not gonna tell you who stabbed me, but it wasn't Jay-Z. Would have been Jay-Z. I would have got that nigga and got him for real. I would have sued him.
And he just said he knows who killed Biggie, and he's not going to say it.
That's a real street nigga. That's the
Oh, he
OG
said he gonna
for
put it in a
real.
book.
Yeah,
I think he gonna put a book.
you put it in your memoirs and your documentary, but
Nah,
real
that
street
ain't
niggas,
real.
ain't running around telling people, "Yo, go arrest this guy because he killed this guy." That's not real.
I don't think he said they're gonna put in the book either. I'm just putting that in there. But he said he knows.
He said he'll name names. Eventually, that's what the books are for. Is to say the things that you don't want to say publicly. You know what I'm saying? Look at fucking who was it? LL Cool J put mad shit in his book. He never spoke about it in real life, like he sniffed coke. He never spoke about that, not once. You understand? It's in his book though. No,
man, please.
He said it in his book.
Oh wow.
LL Cool J, just like Mike Tyson said it, every fight he had, he was coked up. Every fight. Even the time that he bit Holyfield's ear, he was coked up.
No shit.
Obviously, in that one we could tell. But everybody else he smoked in like the first round. Guess why? It was all that training and then that focus, that tunnel focus of the
Lawrence Taylor used to just jam a giant coke rock in his nose.
Bro,
did you let that shit melt?
Did you see the Charlie Sheen?
Not a crack rock, a coke rock.
Did you see Charlie Sheen on Netflix? Not a crack rock, a coke rock. Charlie Sheen went all out, bro. That nigga was shooting it up, cocaine on a needle through his veins.
Jesus.
He almost died, bro. You can't do that. That's how crazy he got, bro. Charlie Sheen, bro. Charlie Sheen, the ultimate addict.
I might have to holler at this dude, Christopher Anthony, and see what he's talking about with this, in the comments with the marketing of the shit and getting more out there. But anyway, we're gonna keep consistent, man.
We back. I've been streaming right now for a total of 8 hours.
Damn, you crazy as hell.
Jesus.
Well, then with you guys, and I did like six. I did 4 by myself, and then I did like 1.5 with you before we got on this one.
Oh yeah, we did.
And I was doing 1 already. So yeah, man, that's why we gotta keep consistent, because the more we do it, the more we stop looking at it like something to do and look at it as an escape. Look at how we chilling, bro.
Facts. Hey, we about to get out of here though. Great show. Appreciate the homie. As usual, in tune perspective. You heard?
Yo,
we
this covered is what y'all mean.
Topics. And shit, we killed it. Where you go, Chief? We up out of here though.
That's the next toy I need everybody to focus on.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
It's called a Stream Deck. It's gonna make your streaming easier. We'll talk about it. Just like microphones, upgrades, we're gonna talk about all that. The team gotta look,
top notch.
Yes, sir.
But anyway.
All right, chat. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. It's the Cheat Challenge. Your boy King Buddha.
That's a fact. It's your boy Bush, Bull Light Network. You already know what it is.
As always, be rad. Tap in with us. Let us know what you think.
And we out.